Like and subscribe if you want to see more content about the lives of the saints. Saint Clare of Assisi, a life of devotion and simplicity. Saint Clare of Assisi, born Chiara Affredaccio on July 16, 1194, in Assisi, Italy, is one of the most revered and beloved saints in the Catholic Church. Her life was marked by a profound commitment to Christ, humility, and a dedication to living a life of simplicity and service. From her early years to her eventual sainthood, Saint Clare's journey is a remarkable story of faith, devotion, and the embodiment of Christ's teachings. This essay will explore her life, the reasons behind her sainthood, and her enduring impact on the world. Early life and upbringing. Chiara Affredaccio was born into a noble and wealthy family in Assisi, Italy. Her family was deeply devout, and her upbringing included a strong foundation in the Catholic faith. As a young girl, Clare was known for her piety, kindness, and a particular love for prayer. The life of Saint Francis of Assisi had a significant impact on Clare and her family. His radical embrace of poverty and dedication to a life of simplicity left a profound impression on the young Clare, and she sought to emulate his way of life. Renunciation of wealth and the founding of the Order of Poor Ladies. The turning point in Clare's life came when she was 18 years old. She attended a Palm Sunday service at the Cathedral of San Rufino in Assisi, and there she heard a powerful sermon by Saint Francis of Assisi. Inspired by his words, Clare decided to renounce her privileged life, including her wealth and social status, to follow Christ in a life of poverty. On the night of Palm Sunday in 1212, Clare fled from her family's home to join Saint Francis. She sought refuge at the Portiuncula, the small chapel outside Assisi, where Saint Francis and his followers resided. There, she exchanged her fine clothes for a simple robe and had her hair cut off, symbolizing her renunciation of worldly vanities. Clare's radical decision to embrace poverty and simplicity soon led to the establishment of the Order of Poor Ladies, later known as the Poor Clares. Saint Francis assisted Clare in forming the order, which was dedicated to a life of poverty, prayer, and service to the poor. The Poor Clares followed the rule of Saint Francis, emphasizing absolute poverty and a life of prayer, fasting, and penance. Life of contemplation and service. As the leader of the Order of Poor Ladies, Clare became known for her deep commitment to a life of contemplation and devotion to Christ. She spent her days in prayer, often in solitude, and encouraged her fellow sisters to do the same. Her cell became her sanctuary, and she focused on her relationship with God. At the same time, Clare and her sisters were actively engaged in serving the poor and the sick in Assisi. Their humble lifestyle and dedication to the marginalized drew the admiration of many in the community. Clare's life of contemplation and service became an inspiration to those around her, including Saint Francis. Resistance and perseverance. Clare's commitment to a life of poverty and humility was met with resistance, both from her family and from within the church. Her family attempted to persuade her to return home, and the local bishop opposed her decision to embrace poverty, fearing that it would lead to hardship for the sisters. However, Clare's determination was unshakable. She appealed to Pope Gregory IX, who recognized the validity of her religious order and approved their way of life. This papal approval paved the way for Clare and her sisters to continue their mission in the spirit of Saint Francis. Sainthood and legacy. Saint Clare of Assisi's path to sainthood was marked by her profound influence on the Catholic Church and her dedication to a life of poverty, simplicity, and service to the poor. She was canonized as a saint by Pope Alexander IV on August 15, 1255, less than 2 years after her death. The reasons behind Saint Clare's sainthood are numerous. Radical simplicity. Her commitment to a life of poverty, simplicity, and humility, in imitation of Christ and following the example of Saint Francis, was seen as a profound expression of her faith. Founding of the Poor Clares. The establishment of the Order of Poor Ladies, later known as the Poor Clares, played a significant role in her canonization. Service to the poor. Clare and her sisters' dedication to serving the poor, the marginalized, and the sick was admired and emulated by many. Perseverance. Her unwavering commitment to her chosen way of life, despite opposition from her family and the Church, demonstrated her deep faith and determination. Saint Clare's legacy endures today, not only within the Catholic Church but also in the broader world. The Poor Clares, the religious order she founded, continue to embrace a life of simplicity, poverty, and prayer. They dedicate themselves to a life of contemplation and service, following in the footsteps of their beloved founder. Conclusion. Saint Clare of Assisi, the saint of simplicity and service, left an indelible mark on the Catholic Church and the world through her life of dedication and her mission to serve the poor and marginalized. From her privileged upbringing in Assisi to her canonization as a saint, her journey exemplified the transformative power of faith, humility, and unwavering commitment to the gospel message. Saint Clare's teachings on poverty, simplicity, and service continue to inspire individuals seeking a deeper relationship with God and a more meaningful connection to the world. Her life serves as a reminder of the profound potential for simplicity and the enduring impact of faith and commitment to the Church's mission. Saint Clare of Assisi's legacy is a testament to the transformative power of humility and the potential for individuals to make a lasting impact on the world through lives of service and simplicity.